What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky Pete back with all the news after week 7 of our Los Angeles Crusaders franchise, with the Crusaders picking up a huge win over the division rival Denver Broncos. Stuart Denny was on point, throwing for nearly 400 yards, connecting with Jacob Moody and Keyston Mack. Our two big target wide receivers stepped up when it really mattered. And you saw Stuart Denny lead the team down the field in the 2-minute drill. Definitely one of the most impressive wins I feel like we've had throughout this entire series. We've kind of struggled in big games sometimes, and to see Stuart Denny step up, especially in the clutch on the road against a team as good as the Denver Broncos, it definitely shows a lot of poise and a lot of growth that we have seen from this team. Things are definitely looking good so far, as the Crusaders are now 7-0 with control of the division. Next up, we have the Denver Broncos again, although this time we are actually going to have Devin Golden back. That is going to be huge, because Devin Golden actually because Jesus King actually kind of struggled in this previous game. I was a little bit disappointed with Denard in that last game. Yeah, they're losing confidence for dropping those interceptions. We'll work on Sherman some more. A little bit of lag going on right now. But yeah, definitely a big win, and having Devin Golden back and being at home, I mean, things are looking really, really good for this team. What should we work on next? Let's work on Jimmy Mosley some. Obviously, our team did struggle in the passing coverage there, pass coverage. Again, Chaz Jenkins is going to make it work regardless, but still, we need to get our guys to step up a little bit more. Javian Mitchell is actually playing quite a lot of minutes. Oh, he has a terrible development trait, though. Let's see what else we can do. I'm trying to spread the wealth around today. That was a big win. A lot of players deserve some love after that one. We will work on... I guess we'll just work on Jacob Moody and Keyston Mack some more. Why not? We haven't done that in a while. And I don't know if I can actually work with Devin Golden right now, since he is hurt. It does not look like it. Oh, it's going to cost 10 hours. We can actually do 2 more things for Sherman here. And I am strongly considering moving Sherman into Campbell's spot and Campbell into Denard's spot, because he really hasn't been playing all that well. Campbell has stepped up greatly, and I'm very interested to see what Sherman can do. The other thing I want to touch on really quick is a lot of people have been asking me to turn the interception rating up. Our team drops interceptions left and right, so we will move it up a few points, and we'll also move pass protection down just a wee bit. People have been asked. Somebody told me to move it down 10 points, and I'm like, do you really want to see the opposing team complete 98% of their passes? We will move it down just a wee bit. We'll start with 3 points on each side, and then we'll move up interceptions by 5. We'll see how this works. I don't really know. Again, we're just kind of feeling everything out. But we'll give that a shot. See if that does anything. Carlos Hyde leading the NFL in rushing. Tremaine Small leading the NFL in passing. Wow. So we will have Devin Golden back next week for our next game. We have a bye week, so he's going to be able to fully heal now, and that is good going into the bye week. 7-0. Definitely looking good there. Let's see if we have any big stories. As you can see, Nashville fans now experience the same thing Houston fans did, but they're not telling us where they're going. I don't know why they refuse to do this. They have yet to tell us where they're going. Draft stories, no new draft stories. So because we're going to have 2 news videos here in a row with the bye week, this week we're going to focus on the stats for the entire league, and next week we will focus on all the awards. That is the plan, so let's go ahead and check everything out here. NFL, Colin Kaepernick, 130 quarterback rating. Wow, 17 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Derek Carr behind him, and he is continuing his dominance with the Eagles here. Nearly 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Blake Bortles, Case Keenum, and Chaz Jenkins rounding out the top 5. Casey Kitchens from our division. Oh, well, that's, yeah, he hasn't played much. That's actually the rookie there now. Brian Vasquez, a guy that we see every single preseason. Let's see where we are. Stuart Denny, here we go. 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions for him. And here is Mitch Farrell, as well as Dejon Galvin, the guy we saw last season. Moving over to rushing, we know Carlos Hyde leading the way, so the 49ers offense is just on point right now. And even another 49er guy here Wow, 5.6 yards a carry for Michael. I mean, this offense is just destroying teams based on Colin Kaepernick's quarterback rating and then their rushing attack. They might challenge the Eagles. It looks like it's going to be the 49ers and the Eagles in the NFC Championship for the second straight year. It'll be interesting to see how that plays off. Both teams have won a Super Bowl throughout this franchise, so that's pretty cool to see. Le'Veon Bell from our division number 3 on the list. Now, our guys have kind of fallen down the list between the injury and them splitting carries. Jesus King is actually higher than Devin Golden, who's way down here. But Golden with 4.8 yards a carry to Jesus King's 4.4. Not that bad, though. You know, I can't be upset with 4.4. Granted, Le'Veon Bell's the only one with less yards, and Zach Stacy of that group there. A few more down there, I suppose. Let's see. Le'Veon Bell with 9 rushing touchdowns, and he will be leading the way. Then Michael and Hyde, 2nd and 3rd with Elliott Chester. Receiving, Jameson, the 3rd-year receiver for the Panthers, having a great season. 713 yards, 5 touchdowns for him. Sellers and Marshall, 2 Chief players. And Marshall, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if the speed, because his speed rating is like a 58, something ridiculous. I don't know if that's just saying that. I don't know, but I wouldn't imagine a guy with 58 speed could be having a season like he is right now. Again, our guys are going to be way down the list on here. There's Jabbar Gray. All right, all right. A lot of names you would expect to see. There's Quick, the 2nd-year player for the Cardinals. And another Panther player. So the Panthers definitely getting things going there as we move on. Blocking. All right, let's move ahead to defense. Luke Kuechly leading the NFL in tackles with 72. 71 tackles for free safety. This is usually the middle linebacker category, as you can see by the rest of the names here. So it's interesting to see him there. Must not have great corners to work with or something, and he's kind of mopping up those extra yards. Raynard Ray down here on the list. Pretty cool to see him. There's Bynes, a guy that you guys might be familiar with if you remember. And there's Hassan Spence, another safety. Sacks. 7 for Corey Lemanois. Obviously, all of our guys are glitched out of this stat as we've seen before. Melvin Ingram with 6. Bola Asante is still on the list with 4. And 2 Georgia players. There you go. SEC dominated category until Ware there. Let's see what else we got. Any North Carolina, baby? The rest of our guys are all glitched out. Morris Claiborne with 5 interceptions. Cortez Allen with 5 interceptions. Sean Lee with 4. Kareem Jackson with 4. Jimmy Ward with 4. Go Niners. Matt Elam with 4. Casey Hayward, a bunch of players here with 3, including, I did notice, a guy that we had scouted at one point in time. A long time ago, man. It's so weird how long we've been doing this. LaJohn Knight. 3 interceptions for LaJohn Knight. 32 tackles for him. He is having a pretty good season with his new team so far. Let's see what else. What other stats do we have from him? No fumbles forced, no fumbles recovered, no touchdowns for him. All right, still having a really good season there. Fumbles forced, Navarro Bowman with 2, and Pleasant, a former Crusader, with 2. A bunch of people with 1 fumble recovery. Blocks, Patrick Peterson, C.J. Mosley, Burrell, Luke Kuechly, Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, and Anthony Barr, each with a block. Safeties, no safeties. Now, we know we had 1 safety, so it's just not showing up like we had a safety against us. Only 3 defensive touchdowns. Deshae Campbell, Raheem Moore, and Dominic Rogers-Cromartie. I think the game's glitching a few out there as well. Kicking, Caleb Sturgis, 20 of 21. Hawker, 18 of 20. Suckup, 16 of 19. Bailey, 16. All right, so we have to go way down to Connor Barth out of North Carolina, baby, to get 100%. 14 of 14. Blair Walsh, 13 of 13. William Vega, another guy we're a little bit familiar with there. Gomes for the Chiefs. And then down here we have, where is he? Oh, Stephen. We see a lot of our former kickers here. Where is he? Oh, man, we've had so many kickers throughout this series. It's pretty crazy to think about. There he is, Chuck Vaughn, 8 of 8 with a long of 47. Doesn't look like only 150-yarder so far on the season. Punting, all we need to do is check this out, and we already know it. Marquette King leading the way there. Kick returns. Let's see what we got. 2 kick returns for a touchdown for Sammy Watkins. Returning kicks, okay. Albert with a touchdown. Brandon Cooks. Azur. Rodman Baker, Jamal Fields, and Tamarcus Easton. Punt returns, Chase Cross with a punt return for a touchdown, but he's not the only one. George and Torrey Smith on this list as well. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. And next news video, which is going to be coming out shortly after this, I usually try to get these out similar, the same day at least, because, you know, I don't want to keep you guys from the games for too many weeks. So yeah, probably later today we will be looking at the awards for the season. So hope to see you guys there, and yeah, later.